show them live over here and over here. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, okay. What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It's truly, truly appreciated. Tough loss on them boys. Tough loss on them boys. 114 to 109 to the Indiana Pacers. And the Knicks go down 2-0 in this series. The captain, 36 points, 10 assists. I believe he had 11. Sorry for the typo on LV's part. And the Big Cat, 20 points and 7 rebounds. Jay Supreme, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Guys, let me know. Give me a thumbs up if my mic is good. I've been having some technical difficulties. Please give me a thumbs up if I sound good. Anybody that's in here, please just give me a thumbs up. So you need to make sure that technically I'm good. I'm seeing some issues going on here, man. So let me know if I'm good. Jay, I see you in here, Jay Supreme. How do I sound? Is everything okay? Give me a thumbs up, please, people. Rock Brett, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Jay, you got Jay. Okay, Jay, I appreciate that. Okay, my sound is good. I appreciate that. Oh, Jay, you hitting that hen rock? Is it Jay? Let me ask you something. Is it privileged? Is it that? Those that know. Is it privileged? Is it that one, sir? Just asking. Asking for a friend. Tim, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Listen, man, we got to keep our spirits up, man. Listen, I think it's a wrap. I'm telling you right now. Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. It was a great run. I think I'm going to break down the game, but LV's just going to be honest with you. I think we get swept, man. I doubt we're not winning Sunday. It's going to be a madhouse up in there because they have a chance to go to the finals. We're going to get swept. Okay, now let's get to the game. Sorry. I believe in this team, but I have to be honest. The game, I thought, started off well, right? I thought it started off well, but I thought everything changed when Deuce and Mitch came in the game, right? I thought everything changed when Josh Hart sat down and Mitch and Deuce came in the game. It's obvious with spacing-wise, Josh causes problems because they don't respect him offensively. So now they can clog the lane and stuff. That's a problem. Tibbs has got to make that decision and make a change there. You know, I'll touch on him in a minute. And so I thought when Mitch came in with Deuce, that changed everything. Also, too, I just saw we just was playing better, playing faster, playing smarter. We just looked different. We just did when those two came in. I thought Brunson, again, had a solid night. There's no one that could check him. But I thought Cat Towns also, too, had a solid night. I thought Towns was good. What changed the game is going into that fourth. It was tied 81-81. That unit with Campaign, Deuce, it wasn't Cat. I think it was Mitch. Was it OG? Or was it Cat? I'm not sure. I think it was Cat. I'm bugging. It was Cat. That unit, their lack of communication defensively is what broke the game open. Because fourth quarter, we're tied. We're going in. They had to call a timeout. We were down 10 or 9. They're leaving wide open threes and stuff like that. Guys aren't rotating. Campaign doesn't know what he's doing. And once again, that changed the game. Then we had to bring Brunson back in and those guys. You kept Deuce out there. Towns went to the bench. As soon as Towns went to the bench and kind of got a little breather, I think he brought OG Anunoby in. You should have waited and automatically went back to that double big. Josh Hart didn't play. Like Josh Hart only played like 20-something minutes tonight. But when it came to winning time, I think it was about 3 minutes left because they did a hack and Mitch. So you had to sit Mitch down for that. But once it got to 2 minutes, because I believe it's a little below 2 minutes, you could bring your player, you could bring Mitch back in. They can't do it anymore. I would have brought Mitch right back in. I would have sat Josh down on the bench. And then I would have went with Mitch, Towns, Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Brunson. That's what the lineup I would have went with. Brunson first of all, Towns, I don't know how Towns only played 28 minutes tonight. That can't happen, man. Defensively, I know he struggles. So what? This is what got you here. You can't not play him. He's getting $60 million a year. He had 35 the other game. You got to talk to him. You got to coach him up, Tibbs. This is your job. Like, this is what it is. But through what Towns gives you offensively, you cannot not have him out there. Big Tass, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Jotty, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Them boys go down 2-0 in the series. 114 to 109, man. The captain, 36 points, 11 assists. And so to me, that's where the game was lost. Right there going into the fourth. That lineup, I don't. Here's where I have issues with this. You see how Rick Carlisle, he's making adjustments with certain lineups. He don't care who loyalty to what. He don't care about none of that. He's going to play who he feels has the best matchup. Bryant stopped playing because Mitch was bullying them dudes in that Baja. Then the other kid came off the bench and started playing more than Bryant. Carlisle doesn't care. So he's putting lineups out there because he's like, yo, I think this is going to work. Let me try it, right? Campaign's not getting it done. Play Delon right. You got to be willing to make that adjustment. You got to be willing to do that because Campaign looked like garbage. Soon as I saw the score get kind of crazy, I would have called a timeout. I would have sacked Campaign. I would have brought Delon right in. I said, all right, come on, you run it. Because that's what Carlisle would have did. Soon as it got to the Hackett Mitch thing, I would have brought Towns back in. I would have played Towns. We needed offense at the end of the game. It was too much Brunson heavy, 1-4 flat again. Certain times we needed, but at times we didn't. That's why they were doubling him. If they double him, now you got shooters. You got OG Anunoby, you got Bridges, and you got Towns. But what happens with Josh Hart out there, now you ain't got the shooters to knock down a three, and that's what we needed. Towns is making $60 million a year, man. How is he not on the court? Stuff like this can get Tibbs fired. Like, I'm being honest with you. He's got to play more than 28 minutes. I don't care. Defensive issues, so what? You fix it. You're the defensive guy, right? You make adjustments offensively. You got to get him touches. Towns can't. This is why he's here, man. He's a total mismatch out there. You got to figure it out. Brunson got his because, once again, we know what it is. No one can check Brunson. But you got to do the same thing with Towns. He's not the best defensively, but we've known that all year. He still made 13 All-NBA, and he stinks on defense. So what you do to shield him, you put Mitch next to him, and you put them other dudes on the corner, like I just said. But you don't not play him. You put Josh Hart in. He doesn't give us no offense. Like, come on, Tibbs. And Josh Hart, as of late, has been just as bad defensively. The boneheaded mishaps. He's letting back doors go behind him. So he's a double negative right now. So you got to go with what's working. That's what Carlisle does. He doesn't stick to the script. He says, yo, I'm playing a hot hand. That's it. So I get it. Like, I understand. Like, I'm not saying Towns is, but you can't. He's too good offensively, man. It's a gift and a curse. You got to take it. But that's why I say you put Mitch out there, because you got to have Mitch hide him a bit. That's what they did in Minnesota. That's why they went out and got Rudy Gobert, because you got to hide Towns, because that's why he struggles defensively. They understand that with him. So Tibbs, you got to do the same thing going down to the end of the lineup. Going to the end of the game. Not put Josh Hart back in. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that Towns. I'm just saying you got to be honest. And then offensively, it's a 1-4 flat. Like, we're doing the same thing. We can't do that. But this is like Derrick Rose on steroids, man. I get it. Brunson's great, but you see how their offense is flowing. They're running like a well-oiled machine. Dudes are popping open. We don't know where we're going defensively. How is that the problem? Tibbs, you're a defensive coach. Like, how do they not know their responsibilities? Josh Hart is always getting lost and leaving guys open. Then in that start of that fourth quarter, how many times did they have wide open three? Siakam had a wide open three. Then you had I forget who was the other kid. Turner, he had a wide open three, right? Rotations. They're coming up, switching automatically. They're doubling at the top of the key. You got to switch automatically. If Mitch is going to pop out, Bridges, you got to drop. That's got to be automatic. It's like water. It's like breathing. It's got to be like that. That shit, excuse me. Whoa. See, LB lost it for a second. Keep this G-rated show. G-rated show. This Grover, what's going on? It's got to be automatic, man. It's got to be automatic. That's why you practice it. That's why. See, Indiana understands that. They're like a well-oiled machine. We're not. We're a joke. But we're a representation of this guy. You could see it. How don't these guys know what they're doing defensively? Why? You know what these guys want to do. They're not running nothing different. They're running the same stuff they've been running all year. You should know what they're doing. You got to be locked in there. You understand the weak points. We understand who Towns is. We understand Brunson's limited, but he fights. He tries to do the best he can defensively. But we have somebody out there that hide Brunson. You got Bridges out there, and you have OG Anunoby, right? But you need somebody to hide Towns. That's why you put Mitch in there. BQ for BK, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. 2-0. Down 2-0, 114 and 109. This is bad. I think you think we win Sunday? I think we get smoked Sunday. I think we get mollywopped. There's gonna be a frenzy up there in Indiana because this is their first time going to the finals. Same thing with us. Like it's been 26 years for us, 25 years for them. So they right there. I don't think we win Sunday. I think we go down 3. I think we get swept, man. I think we get swept or we get a gentleman's sweep and they come back and beat us in the Garden. We're 3-5 in the Garden and 5-1 on the road. How is that? How can't you defend home court? I'm just being honest with you, man. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight, man. That tough loss. Listen, great season, man. Great season. We learned a lot. You see what I'm saying, right? I think it's over. I think we're finished. We're fried. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest with you. But these are problems we've seen all year, guys. Like this is not. I'm not blaming Towns. I'm not blaming none of these guys because we knew who they were. We're not going to trade for Towns if he's playing 28 minutes in a game 2. He's getting $60 million a year, Tibbs. You got to play him. He's your best offensive guy outside of Brunson. There's no one who can check him. He was killing them dudes all day today. Yes, he's bad defense, but you got to play the guy. You got to figure it out. That's why you get paid whatever amount of money you're getting. That's why you're the head guy. Carlisle's figuring it out. So come on. So to me, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not sitting here saying, certain guys' limitations. So what? This is the team that they gave you. So figure it out. Mitch is back. He's healthy. Take Josh out the starting lineup. Put Mitch in there. That's it. Figure out how you're going to work Josh. Do your job. But this rotation with these guys is not being sure where they're going on defense, and guys are just leaving guys open. They're not sure should they switch. They're not campaigns coming down, chucking up shots. Like my man, everybody was saying we should have been playing Delon Wright or giving these guys minutes. I'm just saying it's easy, man. So yes, I'm not sitting here giving Towns a stamp like, yo, he's just great. We know what his limitations are, man. But he's still an all NBA. He's still listen, guys, listen. He struggles defensively, right? I think this guy's going to still be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's played 10 years in the league. He's made how many All-Star teams? He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it to the Hall of Fame. He is. He's that good of a player. He's not a bum. So how does he only play 28 minutes? And you're trying to you're trying to keep your job? Come on, man. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Like, come on, man. Right. What's going on? Honestly, man, this might be the best for us long term. Getting actually Pacers beating is in the Garden might be the best for us in 5 games. Yeah, man. Jay says, let's be honest, man. The Pacers got the broom last year versus Boston. We need to make a roster adjustment in the offseason to improve this team. A roster adjustment. I mean, where with the bench, Jay? I think you can add pieces onto the bench. But it's still the same team, Jay. Are they getting rid of Towns? Towns is coming back. Are they getting rid of Bridges? Bridges is going to sign an extension. Are they getting rid of Josh Hart? No, they're not. Like I'm just asking you guys. Like, I get it. Like but you're just gonna get the bench stuff. But that doesn't change anything, Jay. If he doesn't know how to rotate guys, you see he's struggling. Vibes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, Gravity says we need to get an upgrade on the bench. Gravity, I agree. But okay. Let me ask you guys something, right? Once again, I just like throwing this out there. If we get an upgrade on the bench, right? If we get an upgrade on the bench, does Tibbs play him? Does he go 9 to 10 deep? Does he do that? He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. He's struggling right now with this team, and this team, it's easy to rotate these guys. He's struggling now. How many people have been screaming for Delon Wright to come in and play for campaign? How many people? He doesn't want to do that. And that's an easy switch. He doesn't want to make sure that Deuce is getting more minutes than Josh Hart based on the game. Like tonight he did, but I'm just saying, how long have we been screaming for that? I'm just saying. So we get a bench, guys. We get players on a bench. What does that look like as far as like going like what does that look like for us in the future? Right? Is Tibbs going to be willing to play those guys? I'm just saying. So you guys saying get bench help, right? All right, cool. He's known. This is what he does. He plays. He only plays. He goes 8 deep. That's what he. So all right, cool. You're gonna get it because Mitch isn't going anywhere. Neither is Deuce. So you just want to get an extra guy? Is he gonna get 2 more guys? And who else? Who are we gonna get? You know what I'm saying? Like I just like to ask questions because we got to be real here. Like I'm just being honest. Like I just don't see us doing it if that changes anything as far as the direction goes. I'm just asking. Jay says, but I agree, man. The Tibbs stubbornness make things worse. His unwillingness to use the tools in his toolbox makes things worse, and he gets exposed by Carlisle. Right. So you see the cats that they got on OKC, right? There's a couple of dudes on OKC that are pretty good ball players, but sometimes they don't play, but they're in the rotation. If a couple of those guys come over, you think Tibbs plays them? I don't think he plays those guys. He knows who he wants. He has his set crew of guys. Okay, so Tim, you want Johnny Bryant? Jay says yes. The bench needs an upgrade, and Tibbs has to be willing to play them. Yeah, agreed, man. Agreed, but that's the question of all questions, man. That's all I'm saying. Johnny says Tibbs is unwilling to try new things, old school style of basketball. That's what I'm saying. NBIC, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. He said Sam Cassell. 2 S's, 2 L's. AKA the gift. That's what he used to call himself. Sam I am, 2 S's, 2 L's. AKA the gift. That's what he used to say. Sam Cassell. Come on, man, Eric Green. Eric Green says we need a new coach, man, a new approach. I agree. I think so too, man. I don't think it's going to happen though, but I think so. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like it's not going to happen, Eric Green. But I just feel like that's what it feels like we're missing. Yo, guys, listen, we got a really good team, man. We got a really good team, but it's certain things we're not disciplined. Right? And that's an issue. And that was always a Tibbs thing. He always was good with that before with the Bulls. I don't know. He's getting older now. I don't know. But we're not disciplined as a team. The turnovers are insane. And the lack of attention to detail is a problem for me. Like I have a big issue with that. They have an issue with simple rotation, like just simple things. Like, and that Indiana is on it like that. They're like this. They're on it. They don't make mistakes. OKC doesn't make mistakes. Vaughn Allen, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Tough loss from the boys, man. 114 and 109. They go down 2-0. 2-0 in the series, man. BQ says LVU coming live from Studio B tonight. Yo, what studio we talking about, man? What studio, man? Come on, man, Vaughn. Hold up, try to get this right here. Tibbs going, yo, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with the guy, man. But how do you not play Towns, man? How do you not play him? That's why he's getting $60 million a year, man. How do he only play 28 minutes? That's your go-to guy. I don't care how bad he's playing defensively. So what? You got to shield him somehow. That's why you get paid the big bucks. You got to hide him because, we need him offensively. He's cooking them dudes, and he's not on the court. Late, he's on the court. You're playing Mitch the whole fourth? Like, what's wrong with you, man? I like Mitch, but you gotta put him with Towns because we need Mitch to get the offensive boards. Your audio's different, your BQ, but is it good or is it bad? I asked earlier how my audio sound. Everyone said this is good. How does it sound? Sound bad? Vaughn says Tom's trying to prove a point, man, with the starters. Tibbs, yo, man, I don't know, man. The short receiver, okay. What about this right here? How's that? 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. How's that? Does that sound better, guys? Give me a thumbs up, please. Because that's why I asked earlier. How does my audio sound? Tim says you're good. All right, BQ from BQ. BQ from BK. I'm gonna try to fix it next time. I was kind of having some issues earlier with the acoustics. So I gotta see. This Rover said, "Yeah, I gotta figure that out." This Rover, it is, but I gotta make sure. I gotta fix it. I'm gonna check it out next time, guys. Make sure that it's good. Make sure it's good for next time, guys. So then you guys let me know how it sounds. Apologize. I truly do. Yo, man, it was a tough night tonight, man. Tough night. All right. So all in all, guys, I'm not going to sit here and say, do all right. Do I want us to win? Of course I do. But I just see where we have issues, and I see what's going on here. I see the problems, and I see how we're just not focused. Just certain things, and I feel like it's the little things that need to get fixed. And I think that I'm not saying it's time for a new voice. Well, okay, I think it may be, but I've been saying this for a while now. But I know it's not going to happen, so that's why I try to stay away from it, because he did get us to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I just think so, man, because there's certain things, just attention to detail, all those type of things, identifying matchups, identifying, okay, cool, subs and certain things, people, just what's going on. Hit him up, NJ, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming to Rock with LV Live. So I'm just saying. So it's just those adjustments, man. So, and the sub patterns, like just subbing, like it's just all over the place. But it's all over the place because of look who's leading. And you saw right there, that last shot by Brunson was insane. Like, what was that? My man, get closer, Pete. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. Get closer. Don't just be chucking for what? So I don't know, but look, let's look at the numbers here. We shot 48% from the field. They shot 52. We were 11 for 32 from the 3-point line. They were 13 for 30. I thought free throws were equal. I thought the game was called fine. I had no issues with the refs. They were 15 for 21. We were 18 for 21. We out-rebounded them 38 to 32. Our assists 26 to 18. Fast break points for them 14 to 7. And second chance points, we got 21 to their 15. So if you pay attention and look at the numbers there, guys, the numbers are pretty even. Look at the numbers. Outside of the assists, right, and the fast break points, the numbers are pretty even here. Like, it's pretty even game. Right? So it's the little things. It's the little minor adjustments that you need to make in order to win games. And I thought that Carlisle did that and Tibbs did not. That's it. That's it. I thought Josh Hart was terrible tonight again. And I think that you're going to have to do something with that. I thought Cam Payne was atrocious. That lineup starting the fourth was insane. But I thought everybody else was okay. I thought Bridges started to come on. He had 20 tonight. I thought he was solid. I thought OG Anunoby had good moments. I thought Cat was really good. She struggled defensively, but I thought Cat was really good. He was knocking down threes, right? He looked like, but he's got to play. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make sure also, too, he's getting touches. Like, you got to make sure he's doing that. That second half, especially in that fourth quarter, he wasn't getting no touches at all. A couple of times he missed or he got fouled, but you gotta keep going with him. You don't just stop. He's your best player outside of Brunson. You don't just stop. That second quarter, he was cooking. You know what I mean? So you gotta keep that going. Guys, he played 28 minutes, he had 20 points. 7 boards. And that's my biggest thing. And he's the biggest matchup you got out there. Because of his shooting, it spaces the floor. What was Towns' numbers tonight, man? Towns was 6 for 14, 2 for 5 for 3, 6 for 6 from the stripe. He had 7 boards tonight. Bridges was 9 for 18, shot 50%, 1 for 3 from 3. 7 rebounds for Bridges, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 20 points. OG Anunoby was 6 for 11. Those guys were solid, man. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. OG was solid, but you needed a little bit more from Towns. You can't get it from Towns if you're only playing 20 minutes. He plays 10 more minutes, we might get 10 more points. That's the ball game. We get 119 and 114. That's the ball game. But see, you could tell that he was kind of coaching scared and coaching nervous. If you have an issue with the whole Mitch thing and Cam Towns defense, to play them both together. Play them both together down the stretch. If they're doing a hack and Mitch, wait till 2 minutes because Brunson kept it close. 2 minutes, we pull him back in there. I don't care if somebody foul or do whatever, but you got to put him in there. You got to get Mitch in there ASAP. Go back here in the chat, man. Let me see how you guys okay. Tim says our wings stop OG and Bridges got to step it up on the road to give us a chance in this series. Yeah, they got to, man. But here's the difference here, Tim. unlike the last series and unlike the Detroit series. Tibbs is really facing a really good coach this time, right? He's facing a really good coach who knows how to win. And he's coaching circles around Tibbs. He is. Where we saw other coaches do the same thing to Tibbs. So you could see it. This guy knows how to win. He's making the right adjustments. He's making the right players, putting the right players in. And he has total confidence in those guys. Tibbs only has confidence in a couple of dudes because that's how he's built. That's how he's wired. That's why he's always going to come up short. So everyone says we're mentally tough with this, with that, which is great. Where was the mental toughness tonight in regards to those defensive switches? What's going on? Why is there miscommunication there? Like, why? Something's off. Something's off. Eric Green says, we played a good game tonight, man. That's why game one hurt so much. I thought we played good both games, Eric Green. I thought we were solid again tonight, Eric Green. But I think the issue is the adjustments and the substitution patterns. That's what hurt us tonight. The start of that fourth, Eric Green, is what changed the game. Because then they got their lead to 9 or 10, and we couldn't really get no stops after that. So we would play close, but we couldn't get no stops. And then when it was like a minute left or like a minute and 30 left and they shot a three and missed, we couldn't get the rebound. We couldn't get no boards. I'm like, yo, where's Mitch? He had Josh Hart out there. That's an uber effort on his end. Like you can't play him right now. He's unplayable, right? And that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. He's still the heart and soul of this team, but you got to pay attention to identify the series. Carlisle would do that. Josh Hart wouldn't play. He would say, yo, we're going to do this because we're trying to win. So we win or we trying to keep people happy? Like, which one is it? He wouldn't play with Carlisle. He wouldn't, because he would identify like, yo, he's unplayable. He's unplayable right now in this series. So I got to go to the matchups. That's it. And I mean, it's really simple. I mean, Vaughn says, campaign experience looks like a huge Band-Aid. No pressures, no shamming. I can't see this series going the distance without trying to ready to make adjustments. Vaughn, that's what I'm saying, Vaughn. Like, Vaughn, here's my question, right? How hasn't Shamet seen he hasn't seen anything since Detroit? Why, man? So what you bring him in here for, man? He can't. Why not? Why? You can't bring Precious in to guard Obi? You can't do that? Give maybe a couple of guys a couple of minutes of rest? You can't do that? Buy some minutes? Shamet can't get no minutes. You know he can knock it down. He's a good shooter, and he's solid defensively. Come on, man. Come on, man. Carlisle's coaching circles around him, man. Circles. Vaughn says, yeah, we need energy and schemes. Agreed, man. Schemes and a whole lot of stuff, man. A whole lot of stuff. Tim says he trusts his players. Tibbs don't. That's the difference between both coaches. Agreed. But Tim, we're at the point now where this is the playoffs, man. If you don't trust your players, man, then what are we doing? Then what are we doing? What are we doing? And I get it, man. Listen, I'm not sitting here, Towns was struggling defensively. I thought Brunson at times messed up. Josh Hart is atrocious, man. Like defensively right now. Just right now. Excuse me. He's just right now. Not saying we don't need Josh Hart, we do. You just got to identify guys' strengths and weaknesses and how they're playing. Deuce would play a lot. Deuce would get almost 40 minutes a night just because how great he is defensively and he's a shooter. What Towns does, which makes Towns exceptional, is that he steps out and hits the three. So someone's got to get out there and get on him, because Brunson could draw two and kick the Towns and knock it down, bang, bang. Like, so you got to respect him because that's how good he is out there, but that opens up the lane for Brunson. And then Mitch could come in, crash the balls, get offensive rebound, kick it out to Bridges. Bridges could swing it to Cat, bang, bang. This is easy, man. This is not hard. It's really, really not. Now, granted, yes, they were doing a hack and Mitch. Well, you got to figure out to get him back in the game. That's your job. All right, that's your job. Carlisle would figure it out. You got to do that. You can't just be sitting on your hands. This real. I want Dante back. Yo, I need Dante back too, man. I need Dante back too, man. Vaughn Sham is next to Brunson, man. Next can open things up. He relocates to help Brunson more because heart roams too much and doesn't cut off. That's what I'm saying. Agreed, Vaughn. Agreed. You're breaking it down perfectly, man. Perfectly, because he's a shooter. And he's solid defensively. He's not terrible. He's not terrible. He played a couple of games against Detroit. He made a couple of bad decisions defensively, and he hasn't seen the court since. How, man? Yo, man, listen, I don't think we make it back. I don't think we make it back to the Garden, man. I think we get smoked. And if we get smoked, I think it's a good thing for this team because Leon's got to say, okay, man. And it ain't the team because look what we did to Boston. Look what we did to Boston, man. So the team is there, the pieces are there, but something's missing. But you see where this guy's limited, man. You know what I'm saying? So we always come back to him. Like we always come back to the head guy because he's the one running the ship. NBIC said Towns has low IQ and gets taken out of the game very easily. I taken out of the game how? Low IQ defensively, yeah. Offensively, he's a monster. He's a monster. They can't check him, man. He does what he wants out there. He's a matchup nightmare. So that's why NBIC, you got to figure out how to make it work with him. That's why you're getting paid $10 million as a coach, to figure out how to make it work with Towns. Yeah, he doesn't play good defensively. We get that. But, yo, we need the points because Indiana's going to score. We know that. So we need another dude out there to score with Brunson and put up a lot of points. That's what we need. Figure it out. This Rover said it's not the team, but you know there's one common denominator. Yo, listen, man, I'm sitting here stuttering, man, because I'm trying to pick the right words here to say the right stuff. But it's just very evident here what's going on. Let me give you guys a little inside thing. You guys saw that argument, right? That happened. Did you guys see that? That argument that happened on the bench? Did you guys see that? Let me bring that up for you guys real quick. Okay, let me see. Let me bring that up for you guys really quick because I would have had it prepped, but I wasn't planning on showing it. I totally forgot about it. But just talking right now to you guys, got me going, man. So now I want to show you guys something because I want to break something down to you guys in regards to 1 second. Let me just bring it up. Hope everybody's doing good on this Friday night, man. I know this law stinks, but it's all right though, man. Okay, so let me bring this up for you guys, right? Okay. So this is very important, and it's funny because I was gonna talk to you guys about it. I was gonna try to go on, but I was just busy, man. But I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I wanted to break down to you what I saw and why I see problems. Now, most people are gonna say, "LV, man, it ain't really about nothing." People argue on the team. I know this better than anybody because there was a whole bunch of arguing and fighting when I was on teams, like dudes throwing punches. I mean, that's regular stuff on teams. I was in a couple of scuffles myself when you're on the team. That happens. I get it. Okay, so let's play this right here, right? So You guys see what's going on, right? Make sure I see. Let me see how it looks here. Make sure everything is locked and loaded for you guys. Okay, it's not. See? So I gotta make sure. All right, cool. Okay, 1 second here, people. Okay, this is called. Okay, so let me try to open it up a little bit more. Be patient here with LV. Okay, so you guys see it here? How's this look? All right, this looks good. All right, cool. All right, so oh man, give me 1 second here, man. This thing's like acting crazy. Give LV 1 second. All right, cool. All right, let's try this again, people. Because this is gonna make a good point here that I want to tell you guys, because it's a real breakdown of what's going on here. Now, people are gonna say, "Oh, this is about nothing. This is very similar to like Randall, right?" All right, cool. So now we're good. Now let's make sure we're all set up here. All right, now we're good. Okay, so now this is a little incident from the other night, right? So now OG's going over there, he's barking at Cat. Now you see Mitch is getting in between, trying to get them together, right? Now look at Tibbs. Tibbs is sitting there, he's sitting down, they still beefing, right? Brunson's trying to get him to calm down. He's telling him to chill. Right? Now Brunson's telling him shut up, right? You saw it, right? He's telling everybody cut it out. Right? He's balking, right? And everybody's arguing. See Tibbs just sitting there, right? Now they tight. It's something going on there. It's a lot of issues. It's communication problems or whatever's going on, right? You see Tibbs trying to say whatever's going on there. Tibbs sits down. It's about nothing. They're all pissed off, right? So they're trying to calm down, right? Once again, right? This is a lot of stuff going on. This is all, guys, you try to make it seem like this is nothing. This is behind the scenes stuff. This is telling you what's going on in the locker room, man. Right? So even Bridges just said something to him right there. I didn't see that last time, but Bridges just said something to him right there, right? So Cat is having some issues there. He's having some issues there. So what I'm trying to get to, the point that I'm really trying to make here is that the lack of communication, all the things that are going on here, you see now it's starting to boil over to the players. You see it now. You will see issues with Randall. Randall be getting mad at the refs. He had to calm him down. Then the one time he slapped the computer out the guy's hand, right? But it was very rare with the players. You saw him and IQ had that moment, but IQ was trying to calm him down. Remember that time in Miami? So you're seeing certain things now with these guys boiling over. And I don't know if Tibbs has got real control of this right here, right? And what it feels like, and everybody jump in and let me know, what it feels like is that there's like it's a player-run team, right? They're arguing with each other. Brunson's the one that's calming everybody down. Tibbs is just sitting down. You see him. Brunson's the one standing up, telling everybody shut up, do X, Y, and Z. Tibbs ain't doing that, right? So Brunson's the leader, obviously. He's the captain. People are going to say, yo, LV, man, that's how it should be, blah, blah, blah. That's how it should be with certain teams. But an alpha coach, like a Spoelstra, right? How many times have you seen Spoelstra out there ready to fight dudes? He got Jimmy Butler's face, right? Jimmy Butler, the man of the team. Spoelstra's in his face, right? So you got certain type of coaches, attack dogs, that are in guys' faces. And now they're going to settle these guys down, and these guys know how to play. You could see it here, man. It's some issues going on behind the scenes that's spilling over. It is. It's a very, very obvious thing here, man. And I wanted to run it through you guys because that right there spilled over to tonight and how they played. Because if this was nothing, they would have blew these dudes out by 20 tonight. But they didn't. So you can see, and Cat only played 28 minutes tonight. He's getting $60 million a year. He only played 28 minutes tonight in the playoffs. Tim scored my, match. What are you talking about, man? This guy can score better than anybody outside of Brunson on the team. You need offense. Eric Green says, at what point in the game did that happen? That was the other night, Eric Green. You see the score, 118, 123? That was the other night. They were arguing on the bench. You see what I'm saying? So this something has to change this summer, man. Because they just and I don't just think is Cat. You even see it with Josh Hart. You even see it defensively. So it's spilling over into everybody, just the attention to detail and all this other stuff. And my thing is, this is the team. Like, you can't change the whole team. You can't do that just to make up for whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the issue with this here. Gideon, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Just looking through the chat right here. Lionel Motors, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight, man. Disgusting loss tonight, man. Johnny says, Cat is always trilling to play, man. That should be good at time for three, but he needs to get down deep in the post and score because of his strength. He is way too far when driving the basket. Agreed. Vaughn says, yeah, man, there was an N1 play in the first by Cat in which made the bucket, which was much needed, but no one celebrated with Towns. I felt at that moment that they were not feeling Cat. And that's a problem, Vaughn. That's a problem because he's going to be here, man. He's going to be here. So regardless of whatever the situation is, like with Leon and those guys, and if they're not feeling Cat or whatever, and whatever Cat's issues are defensively, as a coach, you got to correct all that. That's why you're getting paid. You got to. That's why Phil Jackson is revered, man, because he was able to bring guys together who weren't really the best. He's able to get Rodman to play with the Bulls when the Bulls hated Rodman, right? He's able to do that. He's able to get Kobe and Shaq, who hated each other. He's able to get them together to be. That's your part as a coach. It ain't just X's and O's, man. So you got to get these guys together to where everybody is in sync, period. And it's got to be understood. So I'm just saying. So they brought Cat in here. Cool. If that's the case, then keep Randall over here. Keep Randall and Dante. Because it shouldn't be that. It should if that's what it is. If they're not feeling Cat or whatever the dynamic is, man. But that's on the coach, man. That's on the coach to me. Like, I'm being honest with you, because the players got to understand, like, yo, we're here. It's a brotherhood. We gotta, and so you gotta. If you know his weaknesses, you gotta protect that. You can't just continue to throw him out there in the fire. That's what Minnesota did. And that's why Minnesota had the best record in the league last year, and they went in the Western Conference Finals. Vaughn says his lapses and lack of intensity is toxic. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see that, Vaughn. But Vaughn, they knew this already, Vaughn. Do you understand the point that I'm making? Like, this was always a knock on him. Once again, that's why they went out and got Gobert. They knew this about him. But that doesn't take away how great he is offensively. But Vaughn, as a coach and as a staff, you got to make it work. Because they're paying this guy $60 million. They're going to want to see a return on that, don't you think? He played great last game. What's the problem? He had some lapses. Okay, cool. We got to get in there. We got to change things up. I thought last game too, I thought they should have took Josh Hart out and put Mitch in. Same thing, but he didn't do that. Because that hides Towns. So in that pick and roll, you could have Mitch down there up there dealing with that. And have Towns maybe someplace else. I'm just saying, like, we could sit here and say it's this player, it's that player, that who's going to direct them to do the right thing? Who's going to put them in the right situation? Who's going to have the right sub patterns? Who's going to have the right schemes? All that stuff. This is what Leon gave you, right? This is the meal he gave you. Now you got to cook it. Now you got to make it a really good meal. That's what it is, man. This is this. These are the groceries he gave you, man. Now you got to cook it up. Vaughn says, LV, exactly, man. Gobert and Cat were tough enough. But even with the lapses, it's clear Jalen gobbles up the possessions hunting. You talking about because he's going because he's going 1-4 flat? Is that Vaughn? Is that what you're saying? Just give me a thumbs up if that's what you're saying. Because if that's what you're saying, I have an easy answer for that. Ron says, how stupid is it to argue that play, man? Just move on. Well, they got some. Vaughn, okay, Vaughn, you're saying thumbs up. Well, Rod, that's I agree with that. That's what I'm saying, Rod. There's some issues there behind the scenes. There is some issues. There is some issues there. Thumbs up. Yeah, 1-4 flat, Vaughn. If he's going 1-4 flat, who tells him we don't want that right now? Who tells him that, Vaughn? Who tells him that, Vaughn? Or they let him come down and shoot a shot. It was 14 seconds left. He just chucks it from. He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to shoot that. It was like 6 seconds left. Get a good shot. Like, why is he coming down chucking it? Because he's letting him do what he wants. Once again, Vaughn, the inmates are running an asylum, man. This is easy. This is not hard. This is not hard to figure out, people. Like it's just not. And so that's the frustration I have, because I see what's going on. I see what's happening. And this incident proves it all. Now, some people, once again, sound like a broken record. Some people want to say, yo, LV, man, it's nothing. They just arguing. And trust me, I know. Like, I've been in those arguments in the locker room. So I know. But it feels like a little bit more than that. Even with Cat only playing 28 minutes and Mitch playing the whole fourth, like how, man? This guy's an all-NBA guy. You don't play him. You putting. What are you doing? You could see Tibbs is nervous. You could see he don't know what to do. That's why I say he's limited. He's limited, man. He just is. Because guys, I just want to ask everybody here: you think we got a good enough roster to beat these guys? We got mismatches all over the place. They struggle with us. They struggle with Mitch. They struggle with Cat. They struggle with Brunson. We have mismatches all over the place. We're just missing the little nuances, right? Mentally, we're kind of off, right? We're making bad decisions. What's pushing them over the edge than us? And we don't look tired out there, right? We don't look tired. But it's something missing, right? It's something missing. It's little mishaps, right? Little things, right? When you get deeper in the playoffs, guys, you know what happens? What happens is adjustments are made. This is where the good coaches outcoach other coaches. This is what happens. This is what happens, man. Okay, Ross says, obviously, I'm hoping by some miracle we win this series, but this needs to be very, very angry and get cutthroat. Yeah, man. Yeah. Lionel Motor says, I'm sick of the campaign experience, man. Delon Wright would have been giving us, listen, Lionel, we said that earlier. I know he came in here a little late, but we said that earlier. I said, why not even try that? Why not even see because or even not just him, Lionel, why not Shamet? Why have we haven't seen Shamet since Detroit? Like, why not? But see, this is what I mean, right? So it's those little things It takes a team to do this. It takes a team. And sometimes you're going to need a spark to bring it, right? You're going to need a spark. You're going to need a guy to come up here and kind of change the momentum. You got to believe in those guys. That's why you have this called a team. Campaign had a good night the other night, right? I thought he played good coming off the bench. He's struggling a little bit tonight. Then say, all right, Delon, we're going to put you out there because I like your defensive intensity. You're big, you're long, you're athletic. We need some steals. I'll give you a perfect example, guys. You ready? Did we even see Mathurin in the second half? Did we even see him? And Mathurin is legit coming off the bench. Did we even see him coming off the bench in the second half for Indiana? Did we see Mathurin? Is Mathurin better than Shepard? I'm just asking you guys. It's a question. I think Mathurin's better than Shepard. Right? Wouldn't you say so? He didn't play. I don't think he played the second half. I don't think he played at all. See, Carlisle's willing to make those adjustments. He's willing to do that. All right, guys. I'm doing a lot of yapping about the guy. Let's hear from Tibbs. Oops, sorry. Let me get this. Get the volume together. Apologize, guys. One second here. Let me see what's going on here, man. One second here. I don't know. I'm like losing it's a rough night, man. See, it's bad for everybody. It's even bad for Tibbs. We can't even hear him. Look at this. What's going on here, man? Technical difficulties all over the place here. One second here. All right. Okay, so let me take that out. Okay, let me take that out. I'm going to bring something else up for you guys. Get that out of here. This Chroma says I'm done with Silva. Yeah, man. Tim says Tibbs is burning our starters out, and the players he's bringing in is not helping. Deuce is not a backup point guard. Agreed, he's not. I do think that Deuce should get a lot of minutes, though, Tim. I just think you got to make sure. But that's why, Tim, you got to put him. That's why I think Delon Wright's got to see some time, Tim. I think that's very, very important. You know what I'm saying? That's where it comes back to just trusting your team, man. You know what I'm saying? And then also, too, guys, that lineup in the third quarter, right? I mean, start the fourth quarter, that lineup was terrible, right? We know that. That lineup was terrible. Why does Tibbs, after that timeout, let me call that timeout, he came right back out with the same lineup. All right, let's hear from Bridges, man. Bridges is making some ill comments here. I want us to pay attention to these things. Bridges is okay. Let me see something here. I want to make sure I get this because Bridges is kind of going in right now, guys. He's not going in, but he's saying some stuff that I think is really, 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 really evident here, and I think this really has an impact really on the coach. I just think it does, and I'm continuing to say that because just watching this game and seeing what happened tonight, and just the adjustments and just defensive stuff, it just was bad tonight, man. It just was bad, especially for a game, and then especially in the Garden. We just haven't played well at home, and that's not good. That's not good at all, guys. All right, so let me open this up here for you guys. All right, let's hear from Mikal.
I apologize if you've already been asked this, but I believe the starting group has been a minus 81 this postseason. Just from your vantage point, what's been the biggest issue with starting halves, starting games with the first five?
I'm not sure, man. I don't know if we're just. I think it's maybe a defensive thing. I got to see. Sometimes you're in it. You got to go back and watch the game. But I don't know, man. I think you just got to talk to each other off the jump. Be physical off the jump. I think maybe we're just playing a little too soft in the beginning of the halves. Um, yeah, I'm not sure.
We've been here before, people. We've been here before. We've been here before. Now he's saying we're playing too soft. I don't know. Like, he doesn't have an answer. He doesn't have an answer, guys. Like, I mean, we got to be honest. I mean, this has been going on for too long. We've talked about this before. Remember, this is the guy talking about we got to do layups. This is the guy that was saying, we got to do substitution changes. Like, tip shit. This guy's new now, but he's letting you know a little bit inside what the heck. I was about to lose it again. What the heck is going on behind the scenes? Why they're starting off halves just not together? Like, he's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I'm defense. He doesn't know. He's like, why are we playing soft? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Defensive assignments, they're not show up. Like, I mean, you hear him. That's why I pulled up that clip of what happened on that bench. There's a lot of issues going on behind them scenes, man. And what I'm saying to you guys got to identify this. I don't know if this guy's the right leader for these guys, man. Because they're all saying, you could see it. And this kid has been playing great the whole playoffs, man. So I don't want nobody here saying no nonsense about Bridges. He's been to the finals. Half of these guys haven't been to the finals except for OG. I'm sorry, this boy campaign. Everybody else, nothing. This is the most winning Josh Hart's ever done his whole career. So I'm just being honest. You got to pay attention to what these guys are saying. Don't diminish it like it's not nothing. Don't diminish. You're hearing a guy like Jeff T talking about Tibbs don't really be coaching you, man. I played that clip for you guys. I keep on stressing that because you guys got to listen to what these guys are saying. He's saying Tibbs don't really be coaching you, man. He just lets you do what you want. You can shoot when you want. All he does is say this. All he does is say that. You guys got to pay attention to that, man. I don't care if this guy got us to the Eastern Conference Finals. This roster is super talented, man. We got a lot of good players. That's why it was an Eastern Conference a bust when we made those deals. That's why that was the case. You went out and got Cat, all-NBA guy. You went out there and got OG Anunoby. You signed this guy, Mikal Bridges. This was it. So we're exactly where we're supposed to be. So he didn't do nothing special, man. This kid is telling you exactly what's going on here, man. There's some issues back there. The kid doesn't know. Coach don't know neither. And that's a problem. Guys are arguing, fighting on the bench. We're trying to win games. We're up 14 with 3 minutes left. We can't even hold on to the lead. Guys don't pay attention to the details. How many turnovers we had? Deuce is dribbling the ball baseline. He don't know where he's going. He's dribbling off his foot. How? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You guys got to rock with me, man. This is easy to see. It's right here, man. Vaughn Allen says, LV, man, I don't like the fact that the Knicks were up 5 points with 38 and a half left, and they're carrying on like that. OG definitely could have reeled it back in that clip. But Vaughn, the reason why I played that clip is because I think it's a bigger issue than that, Vaughn. It's not just that beef on the bench. It's just, I was about to lose it again. The stuff is spilling over. You know what I'm saying? It's spilling over now into the public. Now you're starting to see there's some issues going on there. I've said it before. Anybody that's ever played, I don't care, whatever level, whatever sport, I don't care. Your team is a reflection of your coach. Period. And the reason why people have had issues with this team because they're like a roller coaster. You're like this. There's no stability at the top, man. There's no stability and there's no direction. There isn't. That's why we look the way we do. We're good, but then we're like not good. Then we're like really, really good. Then we're really, really bad. Then we're like, you know what I mean? It's always like that. Your disc says, nah, I'll be losing. It's a proper night to crash out. Now I gotta hold it down, man. I gotta hold it down. Trying to keep it G-rated, man. Man, Tim was coming through Harlem all day. Tibbs has definitely lost his team. They are coaching themselves out there. Yo, listen, Tim, that's what I've been saying, Tim. That's what I've been saying, Tim. It's obvious these guys are out there coaching themselves, man. It's a player-run team. That's why I brought up that clip, because you see Brunson standing up telling people to shut up. You see what he's doing. What's Tibbs doing? He's sitting down looking at the playbook. He don't know what's going on, or he ain't got no control, man. You saw tonight his patterns of scheming, his rotation patterns, nonsense. They were getting scorched. That lineup was getting scorched in the fourth. He comes back out with the same lineup. Guys, listen, man. This is easy, man. This ain't hard to figure out. It's not. This Rose is LB, man. How I said multiple times that we are too talented. This Grover. Well said, man. Well said. Well said. Too talented, man. Too talented. We got 2 All-NBA guys on the team, man. Listen, I'm going to say it again. We got 2 All-NBA guys on the team. Brunson made second team. Cat made third team. And I think, honestly, Brunson should have made first team and Cat should have made second team. I think Brunson should have made over Spider Mitchell. Spider Mitchell made first team All-NBA. Over Brunson, I don't know how. But whatever, because this team got the best record, I get it. But they got smacked in the second round. So, it is what it is, but whatever. You got 2 All-NBA guys on this team right now, and you can't beat just a team that's just come on, man. Come on. This is not hard to do, man. Johnny says, we are playing Pacers-type basketball. Slow to the game, Knicks pace, or we will run out of steam in the end. Yeah, I mean, this guy's statements were big time, though, man. This is huge. This is huge, man, about what he just said. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no answers, man, because he's probably trying to figure out, like, yo, like what? Because he's probably looking at his squad like, yo, we got some players, man. Like, yo, we got money. But how can we execute? Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? NBIC, here he goes, coming with the heat. Leon won't fire Tibbs. He cares about his godson and his clients, not what is best for the team. Those relationships are a problem, man. Tim says, with all these coaches on the bench, you mean to tell me no one can check Tibbs? Nah, man, they're not going. Listen, man, Tim, they're not going to do that, man. They ain't got the backbone for it because they want to lose their jobs. Tibbs is an old school cat, Tim. You know how them old timers are. They don't want nobody telling them nothing. You tell them something, then they don't want to rock with you no more because you're being honest. You know what I'm saying? Eric Green says, we all see that Tibbs is the problem, man, but will management make a move? No, they're not going to make a move. I don't think he's gone. I don't think. Well, let me say this, Eric Green. Let me say this. If they get swept, especially after blowing that lead in the Garden, I wouldn't be surprised they make a move this summer. I wouldn't be surprised they don't make a move this summer. Because remember, guys, let me ask you guys if you remember this. Remember when the whole situation happened with Obi? You guys remember that? When he wasn't playing Obi? And they got in a big argument behind the scenes. Do you guys remember that? And all my day ones that was rocking with me. Remember I played that video? When Obi, and I said, yo, Obi's going to get traded this summer. This was after the Miami Heat series. I said, Obi's going to get traded this summer. And they sent him to Indiana, and they got back nothing because they wanted to put Obi in a good position because they I guess management felt or whomever felt that Tibbs and him, they butt heads because Obi was barking on him after the game. He was screaming on him because he wasn't playing him. He didn't play him. And Randall was playing like garbage, and he wouldn't play Obi. And I don't know, the tension was there, and they got rid of Obi, basically. They sent them over to Indiana. But they got back nothing because they liked Obi. They drafted him, but they wanted to put him in a good situation to play somewhere good, right? Vaughn says, yeah, he read. Yo, Vaughn, yep, exactly. And Vaughn, that was in Miami. Right. Vaughn, you're right. So that was the issue. That was the beef that was going on. So what I'm getting at, guys, is this. You're still seeing players argue behind the scenes. You're still seeing that going on. So now you got to say, all right, look, okay, we got rid of Obi, right? We got rid of Randall because we thought but the same stuff is kind of happening behind the scenes. So you got to say to yourself, okay, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. So it's certain things that are making me raise an eyebrow, right? Because guys are on the sideline arguing. You got guys just don't know what to answer, man. And then excuse me, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know that I think that a lot of guys are trying to figure it out, but they realize yo. And then here's the other dynamic too, for everybody. You got to understand this as well. This is the other thing I want to say, which I think everybody needs to pay attention to. How many times is the Knicks going to get this opportunity, man? This is hard to do, man. You see how the league is. It's really, really hard, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really hard to get to this level. It really, really is. And so you gotta be ready to, when you're in this situation, you gotta take full advantage of it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, I really don't know, and I really don't understand. And I think we're kind of stuck here because this is the same team gonna be coming back. Does anybody get traded? Okay, we make a couple of bench moves, right? But does anybody get traded, guys? That's the question I have. Does anybody get traded? I don't think anybody gets traded. I don't think anybody gets traded. I think this is the same team coming back. So then if it's the same team coming back, what's going to, All right, let's see it from the big cat, man. I think these guys are pissed off, man. I think everybody's tired. You guys are in the back arguing. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, it's a bad luck, man. Hold on, let me get this up for you guys. Listen to the big cat. Hope everybody's doing good, man. Hope everybody ready to enjoy their Memorial Day, man. What you guys doing this weekend, man? This is supposed to be the weekend where they open up the pools and stuff like that, man. It's pool time, man. It's almost summertime, man. But the weather's been crazy, man. So, all right. So let me pull this up here. Let's listen to the big cat, man. Let's listen to him. I don't think he's too happy, man. He's an All-NBA guy only playing 28 minutes. I keep on saying, I know I'm stressing that, but that's insane to me, man. That's insane. This guy's had a monster season. There's no way he doesn't. You can't get him on the court because we need that production. All right, let's hear from the big cat, everybody.
What are you seeing at the beginning of these games that are contributing to the slow starts? We came out 19-9 today, and it's been a few times where you guys kind of let other teams build the lead before you guys decide to fight back. What are you seeing to start these games.
Putting ourselves in a deficit. Told you how we can't keep doing that. It's not gonna. Every time we're gonna be able to fight back and find ourselves with a win. So, just gotta execute, be more disciplined.
What are you seeing at the beginning of these games that are contributing to the slow starts? I mean, it came out.
Cat's getting aggravated, man, because he said, and remember, he said that in the Solomon Gall. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. It's my first time seeing you coming through rocking with me and my crew, man. So if you can't subscribe to the channel, man, I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew. So as you see, Cat is upset because he said, I told you guys before, we can't continue to put ourselves in them deficits. And he was talking about, remember, he said that in the Boston series, right? So remember, we started off the game today, 19-9, right? We just don't seem able to execute. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying to you guys, what I'm saying, man. Like I don't know if they're going to have to tweak the starting lineup or what. But what I'm saying is they don't seem cohesive, man. At all. And so you got to fight back. They got to do this. And then, like I said, man, I'm stressing that lineup in the fourth, man. That was insane. And that's what I mean. I'm telling you about the whole substitution and Tibbs, and you can just see it, man. He just doesn't know what he's doing, man. And you see Cat looks pissed off. Puta LV, man. It's like, yo, disgrove or not, what I'm saying is that's usually what happens after Memorial Day. But most likely it probably won't happen because it's raining out. But that's always kind of been like the thing, disgrove. Like after Memorial Day, the pool opens, and yeah, the weather's been disgusting, man. I totally agree with you, sir. This Rose says, I'm telling y'all, man, we got 2, maybe 3 years tops before we see retirements. But that's what I'm saying, man. This is the year. This is the year. Next year, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take full advantage of these opportunities. You can't let these things slip through your hand. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. You see, Towns looks pissed off, man. Tim, Rick Brunson's got to talk to his son and tell him to get focused and lock it and play your game. Tim, he was exceptional tonight, man. He was exceptional. He was 36-11. Ain't nobody can check him, man. He does what he wants out there on the court. But it's more than that, though, Tim. It's a lot different than him. He ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? To touch on. He's not. But this guy right here, he's got to get touches, man. He's too good of an offensive player, man. He's too good. You got to find a way, figure it out. NBIC says, having Brunson and Cat in the starting lineup is a recipe for disaster facing the elite team. We will get exploited on the defensive end every time. Listen, man, look. I see where you can say that. But I see ways in which you can hide them. And that's why you got OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges to hide Brunson. That's why Mitch is there to hide Cat. It's the same they did in Minnesota. So this is easy to fix. You just got to tweak your lineup. You got to have Mitch out there to protect them. And you already got the wings to protect Brunson. And offensively, we will be elite. Because now, our offensively already are elite, but now you got a big man to match with Towns. Towns can take care of the mismatches and do what he has to do. And because he's such a threat outside three-point wise, you got to check him out there. And then that leaves the middle open for a big man to try to get with Mitch and got 2 7-footers out there. I mean, this is easy. This is an easy fix, man. But this guy won't change anything. He won't adjust nothing. But you got to put Mitch in that starting lineup. Josh Hart's got to sit on the bench, man. I told you guys, Mathurin didn't even play. Carlisle's willing to make that change, man. He is. And so you got to be willing to do that. You have to be, man. We're trying to win games, man. Tim says, Tim says to start Mitch and bring Hart off the bench. Agreed. That's what I just said, Tim. Agreed. We're saying the same thing, my brother. Saying the same thing, man. See everybody coming through, man. I see a lot of people in here, man. If you can, please hit that like button for your boy, man. It's Friday night, man. I'm here rocking with you guys, man, as we're dealing with this type of issue here, man, we got going on. This is something that some people don't want to hear, but Josh Hart has consistently sold us up the river this playoffs. Yeah, he hasn't played well, man. He had one good game. What was that against Boston? But he hasn't played well. He's had some moments, but he hasn't played because they're figuring out how to guard him. And so that leaves us open in a lot of different areas to Disrover. But Disrover, my biggest thing is this: regardless of that, I don't have problems with Josh Hart. Like, I really don't. I think he's struggled this playoffs. I thought he's had good moments, but I thought he struggled too. It's not on him, man. If you just don't, okay, Disrover, if you ask him, does he want to play? He's going to play, right? If you say he's going to start, he's going to start, right? He's not going to say no to that. So it's your job to kind of reel him in and say, yo, no, you're not going to start today. I want you coming in with that second unit because I like your energy, and I think you'll be great for that second unit. And I like the way you bring up the ball. You can kind of help facilitate things on that second unit because we kind of need that. Not a point guard per so, maybe a point forward, something like that, but we need that but I like Mitch in that second lineup. And then if you want to kind of spell minutes for Mitch and Towns, you could bring Precious in and maybe let Cat finish off the first, playing center and put Precious. You can move things around. That's your job as a coach. Figure it out. But what I'm saying is it's a better lineup with Mitch out there because he can protect Towns defensively, right? So that's what you got to pay attention to. But this guy, he's not connected to that. So this is an easy fix. Very easy fix. But does he want to do it? I don't know. Okay. MBS says no one on this team is being used correctly. Josh is an elite bench player that can do many things. But again, remember, he's a bench piece. MBIC, I agree. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Vaughn Allen said he's not shooting or reluctant to cause frustration. Right. But that's what I'm saying, Vaughn. That's what I mean. He's better coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's adjustments that need to be made, man. You can't continue to like just go out there. I don't know, man. Just not. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. As you see, LV's kind of running out of things to say, man, because we basically done said like pretty much everything, man. And the reality is that this guy, you got to make sure they're just players, man. They're just players. What are they going to do? They're just going to go out there and play. But you got to be the mastermind behind them, and that's what Carlisle's doing. Carlisle's running circles around it, man. Running circles. That game one really broke this team's back. I don't know how we come back from that, because I thought tonight we was going to be locked in, and we were going to kind of come out and kind of show like our mettle and stuff like that. But to drop a dud like that tonight and just we kind of go down there, we got to go back to Indiana. I think they got us by the what's, man. You know what I mean? I just do. So it's frustrating, man. It really is. But I think a lot of times with things like this, it brings you to a realization. Certain things are done on purpose, not on purpose. Excuse me. Certain things are done or happen to make you realize certain things. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that this is it's all a learning experience, man. It's all a learning experience. But I do know for a fact. They're gonna start. They're gonna start making some changes, man. I don't know what they're gonna be, but especially because of what happened the other night. And to me, that lost the series because I don't know, man. What do you guys think? You guys think we win Sunday? You guys think that? I want to hear from the crew. Do you guys think we win? We win Sunday. You guys think we win, man? I don't think we win, man. I don't think we win. Also, too, I'm not seeing anywhere right now. I mean, he's probably gonna come on, but I don't see anywhere where Brunson has spoken yet. I don't see anywhere Brunson has spoken. I'm trying to find it. I just don't see it. So we're constantly missing assignments on defense because he wants a rebound instead. Yeah, Josh does that a lot, man. A lot of ball watching, man. A lot of ball watching. He doesn't do well watching man and ball. That's I learned that in middle school. Man. Watch man and ball. Gotta be like this. He doesn't do that at all. Vaughn Allen says Knicks win. Vaughn, I don't know Vaughn. The Gravity says I think we could pull it out and win on Sunday. Oh, Gravity, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. This just doesn't look good. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I just don't trust in him to make the adjustments that I feel we're going to need in order to beat this team. Because the reason why they're beating us is not because they're better than us. They're making better adjustments. If that makes any sense, guys. They're winning because they're a good team. Like, I'm not knocking that. But they're making better adjustments. Like, there's no one out there that can guard Brunson. So, okay, cool. There's no one out there that can guard Cat. Mitch is getting busy on the offensive boards. So why not play them together more? And he can hide Cat for his defensive deficiencies. Why not do that? If Campaign is playing like straight, you know what? Why not say, all right, Delon, Cam, have a break, man. Have a coconut smile. Delon, come on. We need you to run this offense. Give Deuce as many minutes as he can. Like, Deuce has got to be playing like 35 plus because he's great defensively and he knocks down the shots and he keeps them honest because of his shooting. This is it, man. This is for all the marbles. Like, I'm just confused. It just doesn't make any sense, man. So I don't know about Sunday, man. I don't know. That's something I'm kind of just thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn says Jalen and Cat OG going to be good, man. Where is the bench? Can Mitch hit free throws? Because he's going to be out there. Yeah, I mean, he can hit free throws. I mean, what was he? 2 for 4 today? I mean, you're going to get that, cool, but he's not out there for that, though, Vaughn. He's out there to get rebounds, block shots, do what he does. Right? Great defensively. Right? And so, bring Josh Hart, bring Deuce off the bench. You're going to have to play pressures, right? Because you're going to need this to when you're doing, when you're trying to steal minutes for Mitch and for Cat, you're going to need another big to come in and help out with that, right? So you can have pressures kind of play in those in-between minutes, right? To kind of still have some size out there to rebound. Pressures can rebound the ball. You can have pressures maybe on someone like, Bryant when he comes out there, or maybe even Obi. Pressures has proven that he could do that. Try to get a guy like Shamet some minutes. You're going to need some shooting. You got to get a little deeper on the bench. You got to trust some guys who have proven this year that they can play and they're okay during the season. So those are the things that you got to do. I mean, we got to try to win a game. I mean, that's winning. Just win one. But if he's not willing to make adjustments and he's insane with his substitution patterns and all this other stuff, we're going to get smoked. We're going to get swept. So, we can sit there and say this all the time. Got to watch film and do this. Man, come on, man. Stop watching film. We already know what they're running. I mean, this is easy. We need our books to develop an ASAP and bring back Dante. That's it. That's what wins everything. Vaughn says it's a must win, man. Absolutely, it's a must win, man. Absolutely, it's a must-win. All right, man. It's almost 1 o'clock, man. I think we've drowned ourselves in our sorrow enough, right? Let me get out of here, man. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, if it's your first time coming through rocking with me, please subscribe to the channel. And also, too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. All right, tough loss to them boys, 114 and 109. They go down 2-0 in the series in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's try to get a win Sunday, because if not, I think it's pretty much curtains after that. All right, but I'll be going live after the game on Sunday, so please come through and check it out. All right, people, listen, I'm out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Don't let this destroy your weekend. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, man. All right, people, listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.